the graveyard of empires. Afghanistan is often referred to as the graveyard of empires due to its long history of repelling foreign powers who attempted to conquer and control the country. This phrase has been used to describe the failure of various empires throughout history to gain a foothold in Afghanistan, including Alexander the Great, the British Empire, and the Soviet. I will explain the reasons behind Afghanistan's reputation as the graveyard of empires and provide a brief history of foreign powers' attempts to control the country. Afghanistan's geography and topography have played a significant role in the country's resistance to foreign occupation. Afghanistan is located at the crossroads of Central and South Asia, making it a strategically important location for trade and commerce. However, its rugged terrain, mountainous landscape, and lack of natural resources have made it difficult to conquer and govern. The country is also located on the famous Silk Road, a trade route connecting Asia and Europe, which has made it a desirable location for empires seeking to control trade routes and expand their influence. The first recorded attempt to conquer Afghanistan was by Alexander the Great in the 4th century BC. Although he was able to capture several cities, his army was eventually forced to retreat due to the difficult terrain and fierce resistance from local tribes. Over the centuries, Afghanistan was conquered and ruled by various empires, including the Mongols, Mughals, and Persians, but none were able to establish a lasting presence. In the 19th century, the British Empire attempted to gain control of Afghanistan as part of its great game with Russia for dominance in Central Asia. The British initially succeeded in gaining control of Afghanistan, but their presence was met with fierce resistance from Afghan tribes and ultimately led to their defeat in the First Anglo-Afghan War of 1842. The British attempted to control Afghanistan again in the Second Anglo-Afghan War of 1878, but their rule was short-lived, and they were forced to withdraw in 1881. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union attempted to gain control of Afghanistan by supporting a communist government in Kabul. However, their occupation was met with resistance from Afghan Mujahideen fighters who were supported by the United States and other Western powers. The Soviet Union eventually withdrew from Afghanistan in 1989 after a decade of fighting, leaving the country in a state of civil war. In 2001, the United States and its allies invaded Afghanistan in response to the September 11 attacks, which were orchestrated by the Taliban, who controlled the country at the time. The US-led coalition was able to remove the Taliban from power, but the country has remained in a state of conflict and instability ever since. Afghanistan's geography, history, and culture have made it a challenging place to conquer and control. The country's rugged terrain, lack of resources, and strategic location have made it a desirable location for empires seeking to expand their influence, but its resistance to foreign occupation has earned it the reputation as the graveyard of empires. The failure of various empires to conquer and control Afghanistan serves as a reminder that military might alone is not enough to gain lasting control over a country, and that a comprehensive approach is needed to address the political, economic, and cultural challenges facing the country.